Yo, when I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Muga. This is a live stream, brilliant idea. To stream directly after the game. I'm joined by Disu and Elijah. How you doing, gents?
Not bad.
Yeah, what are you saying, Elijah?
Yeah, man, I'm calm.
I'm calm, all right. Before we start, I've got to do the usual plug the socials. Obviously, we're on the YouTube, so if you're on the live stream, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, follow Spotify, etc., etc. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Touchline Fracker, all that good stuff. Obviously, Monday Night Football, all eyes on me slot. At home against Everton. Obviously, we're coming into this game. We were part of that kind of cluster of teams on 18 points, and a win gets you pretty much into the top four, or at least on the cusp of the top four. So you go into the game at home feeling pretty bullish after an international break. But I'll just quickly go around, get a bit of a pulse check in the room. Disu, how are you feeling coming into this one, my guy?
I was actually looking forward to watching some Premier League football. And I thought, okay, cool. Everton, they're a pretty solid team. They've got some good players. We're gonna need our attack to be on point to get the W. But if we lack with their players in behind the striker, they can cause us some damage. Really and truly, did cause us any real damage. Obviously,
Is it me? Are you struggling to hear Disu as well, Elijah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're cutting
really.
off a bit.
Hold on, let me see. Let me work on my gain. Hold on.
Yeah, no, all good. While you're doing that, we'll come to you, Elijah. How are you? I know you've already churned out the article. How are you feeling going into the game?
Not too great, to be fair, because Everton are a decent team. And yeah, I just think like we've said, we're in that cluster, and I really don't rate us that much. So like Everton are a decent enough team. I thought it'll be, if you do win, it'll be a hard fought win. Yeah. So I wasn't expecting anything too much. I mean, I really thought that I had my standards set for this team quite well in terms of knowing what to expect. But they always seem to surprise you with how really truly shit they are, from top to bottom. So yeah, I wasn't bullish going into this game. People were very excited. I didn't have that same feeling. But yeah, didn't expect that. I mean, even if we did lose, I didn't expect something like that. That's beyond words, truly. I can't even lie.
Yeah, I was one of the people who went in quite bullish. At home, we've watched everybody play. We have an opportunity to really make a dent and get ourselves into that top 4, 5-ish group, especially with the results that we saw for likes of Liverpool, the likes of Spurs, who would naturally be direct rivals. I thought Old Trafford, the only thing in me was like, Moyes, like when a manager comes up against a team that he used to manage, there's always going to be a bit of that wanting to get it back in blood. So I was like, Moyes, he might have something for us, but generally I was quite optimistic going into the game. That was our worst performance of the season. I think, considering the context, the fact that we were playing with 10 men against 10 men, the inability to create anything, the manager's inability to adjust or stretch or stress Everton, the performance of individuals almost to a man, everyone was poor. Yeah, it was stunning. Had some comments in the chat here. Live streaming after an all eyes on me slot. You man are brave. Appreciate it though. Love the pod. You guys are better than me. I would have cancelled. Happy Thanksgiving, lads. Why was Amarim still wearing the poppy? Basically, when we have more than 50% possession, we get less than 1 point a game under this gaffer. Very shocked more teams don't just give us the ball and put the emphasis on us to break them down. That's an interesting stat. Speaks to the lack of quality, the inability to execute. I don't really have too much to say, to be honest with you. What, we're just going to go from front to back and just cuss all the players and the manager out, yeah?
I mean, that is Muga heritage. That's how we started this pod.
Let's start. All right.
That's how we started this pod.
Let's start with that bozo of a keeper. Disu, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Let's start with that bozo of a keeper, Sané Lamens. He should be saving that, surely.
He should be. They done an actually really good analysis of it at halftime. In terms of he was jumping as the player striking the ball, so he has to get down and he has to dive. I didn't like his stance as well. I felt like it was crouched too low, and because of that, he has to get down, then spring, and then by the time he gets there, he's not able to have enough strength in his spring to get a good hand on the ball. And you saw it with Pickford for the Bruno one he saved first half, and then the Xerxes header second half, where when you're able to get a good spring off, you're able to push the ball away properly. So yeah, it wasn't good from Lamens. It's a small technical mistake from him. He should do better. But yeah, outside of that, he didn't really have to do much. There was one time he passed the ball straight back to Everton, but didn't even have to do much. But yeah, those are the decisive moments. And yeah, like, but that's the thing. Like, he is still a young keeper, and he's not perfect, and he's gonna need to grow. And at the end of the day, I'd much rather these small technical mistakes rather than just having a terrible keeper that we've had in Onana and Bayern and the end of De Gea. So yeah. Yeah, wasn't good because he ultimately cost us the game along with him, along with Euro and Bruno for that goal. They were both really poor, but yeah, not good from him at all.
Fair.
Can you not hear me now?
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah. What I was trying to say was, it's only because we're YouTube live and I can't have Mariah edit. I'm not going to say what I want to say about some of these players. I'm not going to say, because I tried to do this thing where, do you know what, these men are human too. You can't say nasty things about them. But boy, the devil
not doing that anymore.
The devil is tempting me. Do you know what I mean? The devil.
Fuck.
No, there was in one of our chats where I said I can't believe I'm seeing it, and I said it twice. And Dev was like, "You said this twice. What are you referring to?" At that point, 5 different mad things happened. I couldn't even say which one. I'm like, oh, Bruno, a counter attack, Bruno giving it straight to Everton, or Casemiro kicking the ball off the pitch for no reason. Many terrible touches. Like, there were so many things in the game. Like, Euro's performance today.
Don't worry, King. We'll get onto that. Let me read through a few of the comments. This one is from Lobeho9289. First team to win at Old Trafford with 10 men in the league. Need to wait till he breaks the halftime record, then start over. Next one is from not Axel Lord N9432. Obsessed with centre backs, arrogant and stubborn, shoehorning our most creative player into a role he cannot play, and leaving our academy product who can actually play midfield on the bench. Sack him now. 04 Med Hani. Lamens cost us a Welbeck goal. Second mistake. Miles Johnson 6921. AFCON ain't even started yet. Jesu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lamens can't handle long shots. LWM-V version 31. Euro, great assist for the goal. Also, Euro, and then Ahmed Hani. Also, Euro's mid. We have to stop lying about him. He's weak, poor on the ball. So that's a lovely segue to Euro, because you wanted to just mention him, and they're going mad in the comments. How did he play today? And are we giving him the idea of Euro grace versus the reality of what we're seeing on the pitch? Those are the two questions.
Hey, no grace for me, boy. I ain't gonna hold you. No grace for me. Like there's a certain level. Like I can give grace to players who have just joined, coming back from injury, young players. But there's a certain standard that once you drop below it, there's no grace for me. You guys know I was proper happy with the Cunha signing. If you're chasing your touch, running into players, making bad decisions, then there's no grace for me because that's not like, oh, okay, things that happen for your assistant. That is just you playing way below the level of a Premier League footballer. The things Euro does is like indecisiveness on the ball. You're trying to dribble with the ball, you're getting caught. Like the amount of times he tries to make a challenge or do something, he's just mishitting everything. So even when Bruno got turned, yeah, Euro, you got turned, but he was like a good challenge. He literally it's like he threw him an alley-oop. He laid it off.
He set it up perfectly
waiting
to strike it. Yeah.
Funny thing is, Dogu couldn't even do that for our own teammates, but Euro's doing that for the ops. It was such an abysmal, and I like what Gary Neville did today, getting onto Euro, especially Shaw, about how cowardly they were in their position of the ball. I don't care what Amarin says. Like, this is basic football. Surely Amarin's like, no, you can't push up the field when they are dropping everybody back. It was just really ridiculous. Like, Euro, we saw a bit of that towards the back end of last season. It's like he came out of the team, come back into the team, and now he's just a shell of himself. Like, that performance today was just awful. Like how Drewsbury Hall waltzed past Bruno and Euro to get that shot off is just pathetic because we couldn't do that to Everton players. If Ahmad is beating one or Mbuemo is beating, to be fair, I think only Ahmad was the only person on our team that could beat any of their players today. They actually have to do good play. It has to actually be good feet, good dribbling, a good feint, some strength, some skill. That was easy. Easy peasy, mate.
Euro, do you have anything to add there, Elijah?
Yeah, I'm actually just really concerned about him on the ball because if you go back to the Europa League final, he was our best player by far, and he was our best player by far because he was doing the things where the rest of the team were being cowards. He was the one that was trying to drive the ball. He was the one that was playing the passes. So watching him this season, and this has been a concern since the Arsenal game. Like I said it from the Arsenal game, from the Fulham game as well, where I don't know what happens, but after like 10, 15 minutes, Euro and Shaw decide that taking more touches of the ball is more important than moving the ball up the pitch to score. And I don't understand why, but it's just really frustrating to watch. And as this you said, it doesn't matter who you are. There's a certain level that you cannot dip below. And if you did below, you will be rightly called out. What Euro has served up this season has not been good enough. Defensively, there's been times where he could have done better. The goal today was really poor. That is something that I expect from Ugarte, where you touch the ball, but you don't really win the ball, and it still stays with the opposition. Yeah, I mean, look, he's 20 years old and whatever. Cool. But it's just not good enough. He needs to play with more authority on the ball, and that's what I expect. He is too good of a talent to be a shell of the player he is. I was seeing someone who's not as good on the ball as Euro, pick better passes than him today. There was only one time I saw Euro play a ball into Mbuemo's feet. Mbuemo was constantly looking for the ball in that channel, and he was not getting it. That's really poor. And even in the second half, when we have Ahmad and Mbuemo there, we are still not getting them out there early enough. It's just really, really poor from him. And yeah, no, like there's just no there's no excuses, because it's just like you're playing shit, and when you play shit and it's a continual thing, nah, like this, he just needs to do better at this point.
Fuck
Like,
that. Get out of the team, man.
You said Harry Maguire, yeah?
No. Play Mazraoui. Why does he keep on taking off Mazraoui? Mazraoui was one of the few in the first half. The only people that were actually playing above average and playing pretty decently was Casemiro Casemiro up from one pass of the pitch that made no sense. Casemiro, Ahmad, and Mazraoui. So I do not know why he took off Mazraoui, because you know what the game state is. We're going to be it's going to be attack versus defense. Mazraoui is way better on the ball than Euro. He can actually play in the side. He could dribble a bit. He can cross. He can get up and down the pitch. So to take off Mazraoui, I didn't really understand it. Like, obviously, we're going to get onto the coach, but actually, anyway, let's move to the other defenders. But yeah, that was
cool. Few more comments. Miles Johnson 6921. Elijah, I need you to bring up the Vinny links to Disu. I'm trying to see something. Lobejo 9289. Ahmad getting rattled by Grealish made me lose my head. Mackenzie Hankins. Hi. Lobo 9289. When are our players going to start slapping each other? LWMVRL. Mazraoui has no burst to be playing right wing back. He should only be a CB in the system. Cool. Let's go. Go on.
Yeah, I do agree with that, because he was actually quite good at right back, and then when he plays at right centre back, he can defend, and he's also going to be good on the ball. Like, he's actually quite a technical defender, relatively for a defender. So I do agree with that. But yeah, to answer the question about the Vinny legs, obviously it's not true. I will absolutely vomit if we sign Vinny. I do not want to see that brother anywhere near Old Trafford. Absolutely not.
Fair. Next one is central centre back Mateus De Ligt. I think his consensus, he's been the best centre back in the team this season so far. What did you guys think of his performance today? Elijah, I'll start with you.
Yeah, he was fine. There was a chance for Bruno. There was the chance where he played the pass to Mount, and then Mount plays to Bruno, and Bruno. I don't know what this epidemic is of players trying to do this outside the foot thing. Salah, Bruno, brother.
He should have used his left.
Bro, just strike it with a fucking weaker foot, bro. It's getting me fucking mad. Like, seriously, like,
it's 6 yards away from the goal.
Like, it's actually embarrassing. Like, the idea that you think that playing with the outside of the foot, 6 yards from goal, you're going to get the whole point of playing with the outside of the foot is to get underneath the ball. So doing it from 6 yards is actually really dumb. So like it's so insane. But yeah,
especially from where it was, because he had to kind of get around it.
Exactly.
It would have been the maddest finish for him to finish it with that size right back from there.
It was just bonkers. Like, there was a lot of players that made bonkers decisions on the pitch today.
We'll get on to let's go on De Ligt. So he was all right for you today, yeah?
Yeah, De Ligt was fine. Like, he done the thing is with De Ligt, I'm gonna judge him for him, and on the ball he isn't great. But at the end of the day, the outside centre backs is where we can really do something with the ball. And the Ligt, out of both players outside of him, he done better on the ball than the both of them. So there's nothing much to say. He was probably by default our best player, just because. But yeah.
He did the least crap stuff. Cool. And then obviously, Al, if you wanted to add anything on Disu.
Yeah, I just want to say, I think he was actually good. I actually thought he had a good game. He pretty much won a lot of his. I think he won a lot of his duels. Played a good pass them out. Another one for Xerxes' header as well. And he defended well, so with minimal mistakes. So yeah, he can actually get on the bus home.
Fair
for me.
I mean, they probably drove in because it's in Manny, man. Like, Luke Shaw, man, the ever-present Luke Shaw. I'll start with Disu.
Fuck that guy. He's a fucking clown. I love. Oh, I'm on YouTube. Sorry. He is a absolute clown. I love what Gary Neville did. He's like, you're not fooling anybody. It's because he's such a coward. Like, and what I hate in footballers is cowardice. Like, sometimes when he's under a bit of pressure, he just kicks the ball up the pitch. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have to make a decision that might I might lose the ball here. Let me just hit in the area of somebody. Just get up, because he's like. Is he just lazy? Can he not be bothered to get up and down the pitch? I don't really understand. And Luke Shaw actually can. So you are a natural left back. That's where you actually should be playing. So in this game, that's the perfect opportunity to push forward to get into the left back position, and then Mark could go pick up space in the pockets. We didn't really have anyone in the pockets because our wing backs weren't really doing much for the majority of the game. So yeah, another waste of time. He also got done by that guy they have us in. Yeah, he's just a clown.
Cool. I'm gonna enjoy going to this player, mainly because the Muga camp up until now has been split. Some are truthers, some are doubters, some are haters. Our left wing back, Patrick Dorgu. Disu, a Dorgu truther, one of the few Dorgu truthers. At some stage of the game today, you said, get Dorgu off the pitch right now. What is it that he did at that moment that made you say that?
It wasn't what he did at that moment. It's the 55 things he did that irritated me. He just made me sick. Like, do you know what it is, yeah? Like, okay, I know these guys are professionals, yeah, but sometimes I'm like, bro, are you man really actually pros? Like, surely, okay, when you play football, you know who your best players are, right? You know who the people that could do, you know what they can do. You're like, okay, cool. If I play a through ball to this guy, he's really fast. So it doesn't matter if I even overhit, he can get it. And some players like, do you know what? I need to get to his feet because you know your players. And you also know the players that if we give the ball to this guy in this position, he could be dangerous. The amount of times Ahmad was in the pockets, just give him the ball. Just give him the ball. No, I'm going to run down the line. Can't beat a player. Turn back and then give it to Luke Shaw. That was annoying. His touch, loose. Crossing, loose. Passing, loose. It was just poor. Everything about him was loose. Loosey Lou. It was just poor. I don't even know why this is gonna sound mad, but even his hair was
and Charlie's
even
Angel.
his cane was just making me even more angry, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't articulate why. It was just irritating, man. It just his face was irritating me, and he also looked so confused. No, brother, you did that, and it was your fault. Why are you confused?
So, I agree with you, but that to me has, for the most part, been the Dorgu experience with like individual pockets of like athleticism, or maybe he does something technically good, and you're like, oh, actually, if he can replicate this and become more consistent, we have a good player. But when we were talking about technique, an inconsistency in technical application speaks to your lack of technical ability. And I would say that he is inconsistently technical, and it's not mistakes and errors. That is who Patrick Dorgu is.
No, you're right. And the way it is, it's like what it is for me is the little 10-yard passes across the pitch. You're in the left position. Oh, Bruno's on the edge of the box, or Casemiro's on the edge of the box. He gets that wrong for a professional football player. So yeah, I was defending because I was thinking, yo, he's a young player. He's actually been pretty solid. I thought he actually started off pretty well for Man United. I think he's definitely deteriorated this season, for sure. But again, when your system requires under the lights for end product, then my lords, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was terrible today. Absolutely terrible.
Cool. Let's go to the other. I don't know if you had anything to add, Elijah.
Yeah, I'm glad you skipped me for sure as well, because there's nothing I can say that can be said on the live stream. So, like, Dorgu is actually just the epitome of. It's just like, I wish there was a better footballer. Anytime he receives the ball, I'm just thinking, I wish there was a better footballer here to receive the ball, because even his touches, it bobbles. Like, it's so frustrating. Everything is so unclean, and it's just so maddening to watch. And today, today's so crazy because even I got to the point where I was thinking maybe we should actually bring on the Dallo, because it was that bad. And then
And then Cameron did.
And then he did, and then I realized exactly why I have such a headache all the times, because I'm constantly thinking, when one left wing back's playing, I always think maybe if the other one comes on, they might do better. And it's just a continuous cycle of absolute bullshit down that side. It's just been bullshit. Sure, that left wing back position is it absolutely stinks of fucking shit, and it's terrible every week. And we can only play down one side, and it's literally the opposite of the problem we had about 8 years ago, where we could only play down the left side.
Do you know what? Now you mentioned that left-hand side, it almost reminds me of the defense against the dark arts teaching role in Harry Potter, where Voldemort cursed it, and basically what it meant is that whoever got that role, they only stayed in it for a year. Some people died, some people just cut, but nobody could say. And that left side, that left central back, left wing back, that's cursed now.
No. Do you actually know what's so crazy? While I was watching the Harry Potter marathon for the first time, I kept thinking, what, like, after like the fifth film, I was thinking, fam, can a teacher stay this job? Then I realized, it's cursed. Okay, okay.
You know
I
what?
had no
I think
idea.
it's cursed, and I think Doku, if he'd come and he was a right wing back, we'd be loving him right now. We'd be
No.
loving
No, I keep saying he played right wing for Lecce. He actually might be better offensively from right wing back, and that's really scary because he's left footed and he grew up as a fucking left back. So like he makes no sense, bro.
We've got a question from or a comment from Yeebs. Plus 234 fans were coming for me when I said this result is a sackable offence. I have maintained since this run, it has been further confirmation to me that if we get Ruben Amorim out, this team can actually be solid and have some pieces to build upon. I think that he will get bailed out enough by the quality attackers that he has throughout the season that it will be an improvement on last season and he won't lose his job. But he's not setting up anything that is sustainable to me that will lead to long-term success. Is how I feel about Ruben Amorim, and it's bigger than just this result, but this is probably the worst result of the season, worst performance of the season. Let's go to right wing back, Mazraoui. I'll stay with you, Elijah. I think we all agree he's probably not a right wing back. It's not where his skill set is best suited. But what did you think of his performance today?
I wasn't too impressed with his performance. There was lots of times where I feel like there was one cross where he done where I'm just like, brother, like
Oh, mate, the side foot one that went like
Yeah,
2 miles per
I was
hour.
like-
Yeah.
I was like, brother, come on, bro, like that's just pathetic. And the thing is, he's not great in the final third and playing in wing back. I really don't understand why Aaron suddenly now wants to keep playing him out wing back, where it's probably the worst position for him in this system. But like we said, we'll go into the manager. Yeah, I don't think it was too good. I mean, the pass he played that eventually led to the gay red card was good. But yeah, like he just shouldn't be playing wing back. And I feel like playing both Mazraoui and Durgu, like as soon as I saw that, I just said fucking rubbish. And I was so concerned. Like even before the lineup, I was like, I wasn't too sure. When I saw that, I was like, I was thinking this is fucking awful. Like to go into this game with basically the same 11 as you would have versus Spurs. If if Maguire and Cunha weren't injured, he probably goes in with the same exact 11 as that Spurs game. And that was going to Spurs away, where you're thinking, okay, it's the away game against the top six. It's fucking Everton at home, bro. Like, that's just insane. But, yeah. Mazraoui, I'm one of his biggest fans. I don't think he was too great today. I feel like him being one of our better players shows the standard of our performance rather than that standard of his performance, to be honest.
Yeah. I agree. Let's keep it moving. Casemiro, who has been able to do a 180 in terms of his perception as a United player, and when he leaves at the end of the season, will be leaving with his chain intact. There was a time where we had a weekly award dedicated to him. So overall, I'm not going to get onto Unk too much, but it wasn't good today.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was bad, but it wasn't great either. It was just there. I thought he did okay, to be honest. I thought he was pretty decent in the first half. He won the ball back well. Recently, second half not so good. It was a bit loose, but yeah. He's one of the few players this season that will get no slander from me because he actually knows how to play football, unlike a bunch of these absolute clowns, especially his midfield partner.
Yeah, let's get on to him, Bruno Fernandes.
But also, Casemiro is actually a dickhead because he keeps getting fucking yellow carded for stupid things, which means that Amorim thinks he has to take him off. That challenge he done on Grealish when the ball was going to Bruno anyway was so dumb because as soon as
there's something in his head that just says slide in.
But like it is so frustrating because I'm just like, brother, because of this, you're going to come off and you're actually one of our better players now. So you coming off actually makes us so much worse. So
yeah. Like I think it's the. I know there's the stat about first half. Is it first half, second half?
No, There's the first half, second half stat. There's also once we take off Casemiro stat.
Yeah. There's two. So we need to keep him on the pitch, and we're playing a game a week. So he can play 90 minutes a week. So I'm not for us taking him off. And the issue is, again, Amram does not want to take off Bruno Fernandes. He doesn't want to take off Bruno Fernandes. He doesn't want to make any changes in the attacking front three. And so who's the easiest person to take off? The old guy. Oh, your legs are gone. Bro, I'm not playing for another week. I'm not playing for another week. He needs to be playing 90 minutes game in, game out. That for me is a non-negotiable. Let's go on to Bruno. Is this the worst season he's had for us? So, like this many games in. Is this actually the worst season he's had? I think it is in terms of performances.
Nah. He's played worse than this.
I don't think
he's played worse than
this. A good game this season.
He's played worse than this. He's been more detrimental to us than this. But the thing is, because he was playing high up, there was a high variance of, he's done 15 shit things this game, but then he gets an assist.
But he's doing like 15 shit things and not getting an assist now.
Yeah, but I don't. Wait.
What is with me, is as much as he's been making me sick, I do grade him on a curve because he has no business playing it in a double pivot. He has no business playing there. He's not built for it. Like when he gets turned by Drewsbury Hall, it's not good for the head from Bruno. But players like Bruno should not be in that position where it's just him and another player, and then it's the goal. That is not why you sign players like Bruno. That's not why you pick players like Bruno. It doesn't make sense. All the best things about Bruno's game is suited to the final third. Off the ball, his ability to shoot, he can find a pass, he can dig out across, like all that type of stuff is why you want. Even the way the amount of times he just chased the ball, and then now it's Casemiro on his own in midfield, or he follows Casemiro to one side of the pitch, and now the pitch has got empty chasm and Grealish or Drewsbury Hall's running through it. Like we're lucky that they had 10 men because we probably could have lost 2 or 3-0 today. But yeah, man, he's a mess. He is an absolute mess. And another thing about it is that these lot are such cowards that they're like, oh, Bruno, big, but they just give Bruno the ball. I'm like, sometimes just like we knew where the danger was in our team. If anything's gonna happen, it's gonna come from either Amado and Mbeumo, right? So when we get the ball, we want to circulate it quick, and then try to get one of them 1v1 on the far right hand side. But every time they got the ball, they just like, oh, we're just gonna give it to Bruno. Maino will pop up in the pocket. Nah. Mount will pop up in the pockets. Nah, we'll give it to Bruno. Zirkzee will drop off. Nah, we'll give it to Bruno. And what does Bruno do?
Nah, we'll just give it to Bruno. Is insane. Man. Question or comment from Kerry Kirby 1634. Which is more annoying, Dorgu's cornrow or Xerxes' forehead afro combo?
Yeah, I think Xerxes' hairline's receding, bro. It's a bit mad. But we'll get onto my man later because
we will. We're coming for you, Sir Level. Next one is from LWMV3L. Casemiro wants to boost his plus minus. This guy's getting yellows on purpose.
Fam, the first time I saw plus minus on FB Ref, I said this stat has no business. It has no business.
Listen, the game doesn't work the same. Next one is 04 Med Haney. Mbeumo played how I would imagine DJ Academics to look playing football today.
Oh, man.
Miles Johnson, I've got a personal vendetta with the nation of Portugal.
On G.
6970, I will never enter Portugal. AJ Dotty, I'll be with Bruno turning into a nothing player. All redeemable value has vanished. Cool. Let's get on to the front three. Let's start with Mbeumo. Not his best performance today at all. What did you guys think?
Yeah, he was just shit, man. There was even the chance where It eventually gets played back to Bruno, and he takes a good shot, and it misses.
Oh, when from the 1-2 with Maswari.
Mazraoui. Brother, just played the ball across the fucking box. It's the one thing I can't stand about these players. Yeah, they actually do not look up because the decision they make is decided from as soon as they look down at the ball. It's like,
Yeah, because Ahmad was streaking through.
bro, it's like they play FIFA. Like, on FIFA where once you press a button, it's done. Like you have to do that action. That's exactly how they play. Because the amount of times that I'm thinking, fam, if you just have a bit of composure, a bit of sense, you could fake a shot, fake a touch, and just let the ball run across you, and then you open up the game. And it's just, yeah. In Bremer today's decision making, he was rash. Like, he had no composure. There was a chance where the ball bobbles up to him and he just takes a ridiculous shot that he has no business taking, and then it goes out for a goal kick. It's just poor decisions, and that's something that I don't expect from him. So it was just shit today. Like,
I feel like people's fingers tighten the minute the pressure is on. None of these players, and it's a theme of the players that play here, when the pressure's on, people start to make the easy decision, the wrong decision. No, like, you're a man up, just keep attacking, keep trying things. Like, when they get to the edge of the box and they're just doing all that, either crossing it in from deep or just squaring it. Come on. You have the majority of the ball. Even if it doesn't work, it's coming back to you to try it again. I don't understand it. Infuriating.
The levels, Mariah, because I was watching some, they always have like these old comps. The Matic, Pogba, Lingard, Lukaku, Martial, Rashford team compared to this team is like the Harlem Globetrotters. It's like these man, the quality gap is completely different. And what you said about the decision making, love them or hate them, Rash, Jesse, Pogs, Matic, Martial, they weren't making terrible decisions on the edge of the box all the time. Probing. Sometimes they might have even just knocked the ball about a bit too much, but they just weren't just doing just ridiculously dumb stuff all the time. Like, Buemo was just forcing it too much. And to be fair, I think like maybe Buemo was Fisher. He's probably the most likely guy to score. I don't know, but today he just didn't really have it. I don't like how he operates. Maybe he's just hunting for the ball. He doesn't really stay infield. But again, if he stays infield, they're not going to pass him the ball. So
yeah, I think I've noticed that too, and I think he goes to where he knows they'll pass it to him. Because when he's in the pockets, like to Elijah's point earlier, he's constantly asking for it. And Yoro didn't want to try that pass all game. Those are the passes that hurt the opposition. Those are the passes that get the ball into places that make them uncomfortable and destabilize them. And if you can't make those passes, you're constantly just playing in front of them. And say, they're defending so well. Well, yeah, of course they are. You're not doing anything that's going to cause them to come out of position. So it's something that Amarim, I say Amarim as if he's going to do anything about it, but it's something that we need to address. On the other side, Amar Diallo, what did you think of him today, lads?
It was, the thing is, for his level, he wasn't good, but in terms of the whole team, he was all right. I thought like there was times where he got caught on it too much. His 1v1s weren't good at all. Like Mikolenko and between Mikolenko and Grealish, he didn't really do much.
Yeah, that was poor, man. Like in the first half, he was getting off better dribbles in more difficult situations on the left-hand side. So I thought I called the second half, I have either Grealish or Mikolenko, and he's able to go past them. He'll either just give the ball back to whoever's in the middle, pass to Mbuemo, or cross the ball. And a couple of times I thought it was a couple of lazy dribbles, in my opinion. So yeah,
but he was our biggest threat. And then some of the crosses were good, but again, this is the reason why I wanted I wanted him at left wing back as well, because our players just don't go to the fucking line enough. So if they're not going to the line, the team is not being stretched at all, because they know they're constantly going infield. If you go to the line, they will need to stretch out, and it's infuriating the amount of times that we check back. And the worst thing is we check back with his fucking Durgu on the left hand side as well because his touch is that poor that it doesn't allow him to get ahead of the play. But yeah, it's just so annoying. It's just really, really annoying. And yeah, the whole team
literally spread out, so they have to spread out, and spaces will appear. Like, what are we doing here?
No. But the thing is, this is so bonkers because like it feels like this what like it's mad because these guys play football for a living. Yeah. They have played against 10 men before. The idea that you play against 10 men the way they done today, I can't understand. Like it must be something where when they're on the pitch, like when they're on that pitch and it's going against them, that they literally forget everything about.
There's enough, like I said, the sphincter's tight like FH697. We kept crossing the game. We kept crossing the game. Sesko wasn't playing.
Yeah,
I think we kept crossing this because that's what they were giving us. But it was it was infuriating that we have a 6'5" athlete who can jump off the pitch that we barely crossed the ball. We barely give him any passes to attack. Like Xerxes had a couple of headers which were dangerous, and Pickford had to pull off a good save to stop one of those going in. But the thing that worries me, and the reason why I didn't get caught up in the unbeaten run and that winning 3 or 4 out of 5 or whatever, was that the performance-wise, I wasn't seeing anything that to me was sustainable and like extrapolated and like, oh, actually, we'll repeat this every single game and this is going to be our route to like beating teams. It's just like, good player does a thing and he scores, you know? Good player, and that's very up and down. Like in a game against your opposition, like that's not going to be a sustainable way of you beating teams. And Amarim's not getting better. He is not improving. I think that's the most insane thing. I'm not seeing a man. He talks all the talk and like, you know, the draws aren't good and bro, your team look lost out there. And yes, some of them are not good players, but your team generally don't look like they have a clue what they're trying to do out there. It's just vibes in their way to trying to score. And then Sir Lebo Grill, Joshua Xerxes, a player who my good mate Disu has said he wants to see more of. We're not making enough use of him. What did you think of him today, Disu?
He's fucking shit, man. I'm sorry.
That was not good, man. That was not good. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be moved. Nice touch, flick around the corner. No, you're an attacking player. Being able to control the ball and play a nice little layoffs around the corners is not enough.
Yeah.
And half the time he got it wrong. Half the time it was like he underhit it.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, I don't think any of them he should be scoring, to be honest. I think, especially the one from that Luke Shaw crossed to him, I thought he generated a lot on that. That was a very good save from Pickford. The one from Delit's cross, again, I don't expect much more from that. And then the one from Maynard's cross, he didn't really have a chance. So I'm not mad at him from not. And then in terms of the chances, let me say that. In terms of him, the chances, him not converting those chances, I'm not mad at it. But he just wasn't particularly threatening. We just kept him crossing the ball. Eventually, 500 crosses, a couple of them on the go to Xerxes, right? It just wasn't a good sim at all. Like, he was generally irritating me. He was a bit sloppy as well. Again, sometimes
he's not. No.
Let's see him mess it up. Is the guy
right? Let's get it right. He is not a good technical footballer because literally it's just the way he plays that people think he's good. The amount of times I see this guy's touch and I'm thinking, you look like a competition winner, bro. Like, it is mad. And then the amount of passes he underhit today.
The underhitting today was crazy. But the only reason I want to give him a slight buy because he's barely played. A slight. Slight buy because he's playing moments was bad. And unfortunately, because we had no other strikers on the bench, we couldn't take him off.
Had to play. Like, my favorite Xerxes was the first down machine. Like, you're getting me my first downs.
I don't understand why he wasn't trying to get the ball turned and then dive it. He just kept on every time lay it back. This ain't table tennis. You're allowed to
crazy Lacazette impression, brother.
You're actually allowed to take more than one touch, bro.
You're actually allowed to play good with 10 men. Yeah, like it's absolutely insane. I don't want to see him again. I thought you were being nice to him early in the season when you were saying he deserves more playing time. Bro, it's not good.
he's genuinely not a good, like he's actually not a good footballer, and people.
Yeah, where's Chida Obi, man?
The young bull. Let my young bull out.
Xerxes, like is
They must try to make that motherfucker look vicious. Holding the
like literally Xerxes is. I felt like I was like in Shut Up Island or something because I was thinking we've all seen this guy play. Like we've all seen this guy play. We all know what he's about. Like he's inconsistent, and he's like people don't even know where to play him. People say, "Oh, he might be good left hand, he might be good up front." Brother, he might need to start.
I saw somebody say centre back.
This Joe Linton arc here, it might need to start.
He ain't got the engine. He ain't got Joe Linton's engine, bro.
Hey, stop that, man. Get this brother out, man.
He ain't got Joe Linton's engine, bro.
Brothers, man.
Get him into
Man is doing layoffs all game, bro.
3-8. Just give him back.
You're disrespecting the art of central midfield by implying that Joshua Xerxes could go in there and do something. Because Joe Linton ain't playing centre mid. He's playing hatchet, man. So implying that Xerxes could go in there and cook something up, you're having a laugh. I think there's nothing better for a player, especially at United, than don't play for a while. You don't play for a while, people forget how shit you are, and then they suggest that you can come in and make a difference. I don't want to see him again this season.
On my life, like literally, if it's not the last 5 minutes of a game we're winning 3-0, I don't want to see him. I genuinely do not want to see him. He gets me so angry because he could actually be a very good and useful player, but he is like an attacking version of Dallo, where it's just like it makes no sense why you're so shit. Like, it makes no sense because you should not be this shit, and he is. It's just it's bonkers, man. He gets my fucking nerves so much, man.
Yeah, I agree. Just a poor execution, a lack of like urgency in anything he does. Like, you're big, why are you so weak? Like, just a mess of a footballer. Ramim Wamba 9937. Mariah, can you please do the Mikel voice? No, I'm not gonna do it. A man requests me to do the Mikel. I'm very uncomfortable by that question, Ramim Wamba 9937. Can you not do that again, please? Thank you, brother. But do subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. Turan V5F. Good evening from Turkey. Good evening, brother. Assuming you're a United fan. Miles Johnson. 12 wins in 39 Premier League games. I can't believe he's still here, man. And then he would be a top boss man in Woody Grill. Obviously talks about Joshua Xerxes there. Cool. Let's quickly talk about the substitute. So the first one that came on at halftime, Mason Mount, clearly a favorite of the manager. What do you guys think he was trying to actually do by bringing on Mason Mount?
He wasn't trying to do anything. He was just trying to get Ahmad to win back because we were losing the game against 10 men. Like at the end of the day, like when
only for Ahmad to play worse at wing back.
Yeah, I mean, when my manager's just doing things like it just felt like he had to do something, so he done something where there was actually no reason. Like, that game did not call for a match because it's
what game does, Elijah? What game does?
Why don't he just put Mount left wing back? I just don't understand it.
You don't understand why he's not putting.
He's put everywhere. He's just jabbed at everybody else there. Also, I swear last time I was on Muga, me and Elijah was saying that we should just try to play Mbuemo and Ahmad on opposite wing, so we actually have a threat from both sides. And we actually had something going on the left hand side because Ahmad was there. We on the right hand side. So in the second half, we just put Ahmad out there, and then they just triple up on that side. And then on the left hand, even Gary Neville was like, nothing can happen on this side. Like, you know, when Neville is just so disgusted in the game, he just starts telling the truth. That is my favorite genre of commentators. Like in NFL, they do that. Like in NFL, they say if you want to hear the truth out of Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, put some bad quarterback play.
Well, bad play. Yeah.
Yeah, them two, and who's the other one? Troy Aikman especially. Like they sound
The noises they make.
offended at what they're watching. They sound offended at what they're watching. It's so funny, and that was Gary Neville second half. He was like I think it was one time we'll run up the left, and Mount just pass it off to Picture Dallo, and he's like, you know what? I don't want to see the ball down this side again.
He stops being a professional and he becomes just another Man United fan. He just becomes another Man United fan expressing his dislike. Timber Steak. This is Xerxes pre-season. This is what you expect of a player who has not played. Again, same from Timber Steak. Can we speak about how we had 5 defenders versus 1 striker against a 10-man team?
Yeah, absolute question of the day, and that is why in my house I was tweaking. I don't.
So I got whoa.
And I swear it is whoa. So they give me some more.
What is it? Oh, I remember driving me insane.
Usually when I watch Man United, yeah, like I'm just like, it's what it is. Because do you know when you've seen things so many times? Listen, there's no point me being stressed because these men are rich. So after they play shit, they're gonna hop in the Lambo. Hop. Yeah. So what's the point? But watching what this guy was doing today was making me visibly like sick. Like I started to change color. I started to go pale, even though I'm black. I was generally feeling sick. I thought I was gonna vomit all over my desk, bro. We had 5 defenders. And all they were doing was just putting it up to that brother, Barry, a black brother from France called Barry. Yeah. A black brother from France called Barry. All they did is punt up to him. Had 5 guys in the back. Even when we build up, today I was watching, I was like, okay, let me try to clock how we build up because I'm not into the tactical thing. I'm like, we get the ball, we have literally 5 or 6 players within our third when we're building up. That doesn't make sense. No other team does that.
You can't, but this is why teams. And they're shit on the ball as well. So teams do one of 2 things. They either just press and take it off them, or they just wait at the halfway line, ish, a bit in front of it. Oh, we'll just let you get here. Now we'll take it off you. But regardless, they know they're eating. They're eating. We're either taking it off you in front of your goal, or we're taking it off you near the halfway line. And bro is watching this, sitting with the tapes week in, week out. And you know what? Next game, we're going to do exactly the same thing. And we're going to expect something different to potentially happen.
Actually only good. We actually get stuff happening when we turn the other team over. That's our best bet. They have the ball, then we turn them over.
Because they're open.
That was the Brighton. We did well against Brighton. Yeah, because Brighton, they tried to build up. They're quite adventurous, and we just kept on turning them over. We can't play. Like the only way I can see us consistently building up is if we just have a specific type of player. Like we have Martinez at the back, and we just have like just a madman midfielder, like a Vitiri, a Pogba, that type of level player in build up. That's the only way we can consistently build up play. And that's just
how we're trying to,
that is not even sustainable because you're literally relying on people doing high quality, difficult things
every single time,
15 times a game.
Yeah, it's an insane approach to trying to gain some superiority. I think he needs to understand in this league that his team is not a team that should have the lion's share of the ball. I think Miles gave the stat earlier that is it when we have over 50% possession that we average a point a game or something like that, which just means hella losses and maybe the odd win doing that. Cool. Next one was Kobe Mainu came on for Casemiro around 60 minutes. What did you guys think today?
Nish.
He was literally just running around.
I wouldn't call it running around. He was like strolling around. Doing anything. Just do nothing. Let's go for a stroll, lads.
Except for the cross for Xerxes, he literally done absolutely nothing to be fair.
Nish.
Yeah, like I think he's probably thinking, why are you bringing me on for? What am I gonna do?
No, it's the fact that he brought him on so early as well. Because I was thinking, again, that just seemed like a change where it's just like he looked to his bench, he looked to his bench and thought, I need to do something, and I can't bring him. So it's like that's like he's actually just shown week in week out that he's actually a very horrible in-game manager. because he's literally just making subs because
For the sake of making subs, not to
he has to.
actually change the, not like see it. And lots of managers aren't good at in-game managers, right? We've seen it. Like they have their tactic, and if that tactic doesn't work, they're screwed. Other managers, they have their tactic, it doesn't work. They're able to not even necessarily change players, just change the position or change what they're asking their players to do to respond to what the opposition has done to take them out of the game, right? It may be the fact that actually they're pressing up really high. So what I'm going to ask the goalkeeper to do is to play it wide to our fullbacks who have asked to push up, and suddenly we're near the halfway line, and then they can turn and they. So the fact that we don't do anything different, the fact that they went a man down and he continued to just have half of his outfield players be defenders is insane to me. Where really
he's a dickhead, man. He's a dickhead. Even ETH did different things and found different solutions. Some
yeah.
accidents, but he did different things. I didn't think I could hate anybody more than ETH, but here I am. The guy has an absolute.
Is there something wrong with me? I can't just keep hating random brothers. Like,
and this is why I said I want to be all in this year, because I don't like just hating, wanting somebody to actually lose so they can get sacked. That's not a good.
Yeah, I agree.
Human thing. Guess what? I'm back in. I'm back on the hatred. I'm not watching this. This shit is ass. Like even there's no creativity in the decision making. Like for example, do you know what I would have tried to do today? I would have. Okay, you want to get Manu on the pitch? Cool, bring on Manu. I'm not taking off Casemiro. I'm putting Casemiro at centre back. Because then Casemiro on the ball is going to be better, and he can still head. He can still they're not.
There's not enough of an attacking threat for you to be worried that Casemiro, and he'll try the passes Euro wasn't trying.
Yeah,
like,
so literally
anything with them down to 10. Sorry,
exactly. See, you don't mind Casemiro in the Euro positions, and if Casemiro's in the Euro positions, Everton are going to have to respect it because Casemiro could either shoot a great pass or a great cross, right? He's one of our best findable players in the team. So they're gonna Everton was like, okay, you'll have the ball then. What's that gonna do? You're gonna shoot, go for it. You're gonna cross, I triple dare you. But there's no creativity or thinking outside the box. Like when you look at the other Premier Leagues, it's found unique solutions. Like even Eddie Howe, the way his Bournemouth team played is nothing like the Newcastle team. Even Arteta also reinvented themselves down there 3-4 times. Like you've got to show some creativity. It's like he has his system. He has his system.
It's your job. This is all you do every day. Monday to Sunday.
He has his system, Mariah, and all he does is change players. He doesn't tweak it. And I can't respect you if you keep doing the same thing again. That's bearing the results. We've won 5 out of 13 games this season. I can't remember what it is. How many out of 39 games is
12.
Not even. That's poor. There's no real tweaks in it. There's okay, cool. We're playing 3 at the back, but here's how the wing backs are gonna line, or we're gonna cool. Instead of having 2 10s, we might have 2 strikers and a traditional 10. There's nothing he's doing. That is different. He's doing the same thing over and over again and just swapping players. Oh, I'll move this player to that player. Use this player to that player. Same system, no matter what the game state is, whether we're winning, whether we're losing, whether we're away from home, whether we're at home, whether we're playing a team that's a high pressing team, a team that's a deep block, a team that's a mid block. He's going to do the same thing. Yeah, and guess what? Who's the team that we played and they're like, oh, we knew exactly what United want to do? Who said that again?
Was it Brentford?
Damn near last season, every single team was saying that. Slots said it. Flipping. Literally, there was a time period where people were saying, yeah, we know how they're going to build up and we're just going to take it off.
We're just going to jump on it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, mate. And then finally, Diogo Dalot. To your point, Elijah, Dorgu played so bad that I wanted Dalot to come on and see them come on. It was
that far.
I would, bro. Dorgu was atrocious.
No. Dorgu was atrocious, but I wanted us to bring on Shea Lacey. We're losing the game. Bring on another attacker. Do something different.
That was never good. That was never going to happen. Unless we were winning that game comfy, he was never coming on the pitch. That was just for show. I can't.
The man are just there for vibes. All right, cool. I think we've spoken on Amarim. Let's quickly do listeners' questions and crack on the rest of what's left of our evenings. The first question is from that Adeni guy. post AFCON preferred lineups. Post AFCON, so this is when everybody comes back, or how he expects the team to line up while our players are at AFCON. I assume it's the latter, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the team when AFCON isn't on picks itself. So who would I bring on instead of Mbuemo? For God's sake, we're screwed, man.
It's gonna be Cunha, Sesko, and Mount in it.
Yeah.
What I would do is put Sesko, Bruno. That's what I would do.
Yeah, and then in midfield, I would do that, but it's not going to happen unless Mount gets injured. And even then, will he do it, or will he go Xerxes, Sesko, and Cunha?
I think he would rather play Shea Lacey than take Bruno out of midfield. I feel like this Bruno thing is become bigger than him. Like Bruno needs to play centre mid just because he knows if he doesn't, then yeah, and like if he doesn't, and then Bruno moves 10, he starts playing better, and then Menu comes in, he starts playing well. He has a problem on his hands. So he would rather go down with the ship than actually do what's needed to win games. And there's, like I said earlier, there's one thing I respect less than a coward, and it's a manager who cares more about their own perception than winning games. Once you start doing that, you're written off in my books. And
I genuinely believe that's where he's at with it.
What other reason?
He's either that or he's an absolute moron, like a super duper moron. Like he knows less than my daughter about football.
Like there's actually no other reason to do what he's doing with Bruno, because like there's not even been one occasion where he's moved Bruno out of centre mid this season. Like last season he used to do that. He's not doing it this season, and there's a reason why. It's because it is politics, and I cannot respect that, because at the end of the day, you're losing games. No one cares about the fucking the politics of Bruno being captain or main playing whatever when you're winning games, brother. Just win some games and then go from there. This guy thinks he can do politics while losing games. This is not last season, bro. Like you have no grace of being the new manager. This season, people are going to be looking at you. So the thing is, he can keep doing this bullshit. He's going to get himself sacked. The problem is that I have to sit and wait and watch this
the process. Like, Tim saying, "Oh, it's a 3-year contract." Blah 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 blah. Like, don't get me mad, bro. A couple questions from Timber Steak. The physicality of this team is on the floor. We seem to have short and weak players compared to every other team in the league. Would you not think of that?
I don't even think it's that bad anymore, to be fair. I still feel like the spaces we play in are too big. But that's caused by also the idiocy of our players. Like the way we press, there's actually no cohesion with the way we press. Like when Bruno goes to press by himself, I really want to know the idea that they go through in those tactical sessions, and they say, you know what, Bruno, I'm gonna need you to press on your own with no support around you on one player, and that is gonna work. Because when just a gay is
success rate even.
Bro, the thing is, is that it's not even getting someone like Ahmad or a Mount to do it. The guys who actually can press with sense. It's Bruno. He's actually a bad defensive player. And when I saw Drissa Gay drop a shoulder and turn Bruno, I said, like, I said,
oh, that panned me. That panned me.
I was like, yeah,
that was nice. Bro was styling and profiling.
Yeah, we slapped the brother like 2 minutes later.
It is Adrissa Gay. He has never done that before in his life.
A one-legged step back. When the hell have you practiced that shot,
bro? I
was doing James Harden's step backs on our head top. You know, that's crazy.
I am telling you right now, yeah. Everton could face a League 2 team. He's not doing that to their centre mid. He saw Bruno. He said food. He saw Bruno and he said food. You know how crazy that
video. So simple mistake. Amrin was asked if the absence of Cunha played a role in today's result. That's just an excuse. It's my fault. I need to explain to my players how to play in every situation. Shut up, man. Shut the
That's
hell
not,
up.
man. Every day's my fault. If it's your fault, leave. Leave then.
The issue with the system is that it's a system for the underdog. We had one arm behind our back because the onus is on our defenders on creativity. One more CB means one less creative player. But again, I always hark back to this. He used it very offensively in Portugal.
Mario, we watched them
I
reference
know,
tapes.
bro.
That league is fucking bobbins, bro. That league is bobbins.
It's
Actually 1v1 to the goalkeeper in the game.
It's actually crazy how bad that league is. I didn't realize how bad it was until I started watching the tapes. It's actually shocking. But that's the thing. People keep talking about the system. A 4-4-2 could be more defensive than a 3-4-3. It's the way it's being used.
Yeah.
The way it's being used, he's using it like he's a fucking coward. And the worst thing is just like, fam, like, if you know anything about Man United, there are two ways to get the fans on side very easily. Just be aggressive, be intense, play direct, and play young players. And fam, that is exactly how ETH was able to last a whole season and even a bit more. Because what did he do? He played youth and he played some insane, direct, high octane football, even though it was absolutely stupid. And he still had fans backing him. Fans are not going to back you when you're playing like this and you're not even playing young players.
Booing. Them boys were booing. You know, they love to back the manager.
Even LVG, remember how boring the LVG football was sometimes? It was dreadful. And those LVG teams are infinitely more successful than these Amaran teams. Like, we finished 4th and 5th and we won the FA Cup with LVG. I think we finished 5th in the year we won the FA Cup. There was no difference to Man City. And we won the FA Cup and the fans were sick of it. And that was a more competent team. And that's because the football was dry. It was bland. It was boring. It was devoid of creativity, invention, speed, energy. Nobody wants to watch that, bro. At the end of the day, people keep forgetting this is football. This is entertainment. It's competition with entertainment. So if you're gonna infuse the fans, like, to still stick with the team, give them something to shout about. Like, that should have been a game where we're just pushing. The fans are going nuts, and then we get a goal maybe 70th minute, and then the fans and the momentum takes off the line. There was nothing. The fans couldn't get into the game because there was nothing for them to shout about.
Yeah, there was no excitement, no injection of pace, no intensity. There was nothing there. Miles Johnson, another one. Amrim, I feel afraid of returning to the feeling of last season. We lost to Grimsby this season, mate. It's so true. That unbeaten record he had got bro feeling different. Different.
Bro, we went from 5 unbeaten to 3 without a win in one game. One game.
5 unbeaten to 3 without a win.
That's how quickly
the game's crazy.
This shit changes, and this guy thought it was sweet, brother.
That's
like,
so funny.
The second you think you're comfortable, you're dead.
You, bro. Never let them know your next move, bro.
Man.
Man. Last few questions. Anyaneme 49524. I can't believe what I'm reading. Sir Lebo had more motion as a striker compared to Sesko. Is this the pattern going forward? Seeing as there was more intent up top with Sir Lebo. Thoughts?
I don't know what. I do not agree with that one.
What game is this guy watch?
Nah.
That's to watch that game and come to that conclusion is absolutely insane. Fair enough, bro.
Yeah, I don't agree at all. Next one, OJ_216. Haven't watched United since the Grimsby game. And upon returning, I have a couple of questions. One, can the Dorgu truthers tell me what they see in this guy? I mean, we've got a Dorgu truther here. He can't. Number 2, can we claim racism for how Amarim has been treating Menu? This midfield pivot is disgusting. I just think he wants a central midfielder who can pass, and that's Bruno to him. And he also, to Elijah's point, at this point, doesn't want to give up and accept the fact he was wrong. And actually, I'd love Bruno to be part of the front three, because then it would give us options, and it would mean there's always a dangerous player on the bench who can change a game. And it would also mean that one of them getting injured isn't necessarily the end of the world, you know. That's one if you include Ahmad in that group, you've got 5 good players for 3 positions. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Bruno in central midfield, yeah. Last 2 questions. Chris UT90R, haven't watched since the Liverpool game. Do we still regularly buy pop? People really ain't watching. James NUFC 92, feeling himself because they beat City. Touche, man. This is what it looks like, guys. He's never sent a question in to Muga ever. I respect this a lot.
He might be my favorite top 6 fan in the fucking world, bro. I love James NUFC with all my heart, bro.
Oh, man.
What did he say?
And he says, does Houdini wish he'd been wiser with his words and general thoughts about the game versus Everton on the main pod in hindsight? Well, obviously, if I was chatting on the main pod and we lost in hindsight, I do wish I was wiser with my words. Duh, James NUFC. I see you soon, my brother. I see you soon. Don't you worry.
Hey, we don't want to buck them soon, bro.
Not St. James's. Not at St. James's. They're atrocious away.
Even at OT, fam. This is just like 4 years ago. Any midfield that sees us now, they are rubbing their hands, bro. They cannot wait to run off the back of Bruno. Like they're actually itching like a crack fiend.
Bruno, yeah. You know when we said in players' comps, De Gea was always in the comp. Any midfielders comp when they're the agent trying to sell them, it's a game against Bruno. Look at him getting the game off. Yeah. Optastat. Manchester United have lost a Premier League game at Old Trafford after seeing the opposition pick up a red card for the first time ever, winning 36 and drawing 10 of the previous 46. We are breaking records that we've never broken before. We are breaking records that we've never broken. Oh, that halftime one, that's going to be that is going to be the one that sends me over. All we've got is that halftime record and the 88-year record of always having an academy product in the squad. That's all we've got left.
But the problem with that youth record is that it's now impossible to stop. Because, like, even if a manager tries to hand in a team sheet without a youth player, the club are going to take it back. They're going to take it back. Call up some 13-year-old and said, hey.
Like JJ Gabriel. He's cooking. Let's just get him on. Yeah, I think that one's going to stay forever. But Amorim, I think that's going to be like the cherry on top of the cake. And he's going to lose that record.
And it makes so much sense because this season, first half, second half, we can't do shit.
Yeah. Literally, he's going to lose that record, and that's going to be it. And that will be his head, I think. Gents, I actually quite enjoyed the stream, so I think we should do them more often for sure. Good idea, Disu. Obviously, if it was off the back of a win where we were like 4th or 5th in the table, that would have been a lot more fun. But as always, people always like to say to me, like, are you one of them like mad football fans who like when their team loses, you get angry? And I'm like, no, firstly, because they're rich and, you know, they're going to carry on with their lives and it's not going to impact them. And secondly, it's because I got the pod with the lads.
On my life.
With the fellas. Shout out Devin Booker.
On my life, if I didn't do this pod today, I would have been fucking fuming. I would have been like, my head would have been gone.
I'd have been 15 voice notes in.
Bro, what did I say yesterday? If it wasn't for my 2 boys, I would have
That's the title. That's the title still.
Lads,
we can't.
we can't. The mental health truthers will kill us. But lads, we'll go again.
Calling them mental health truthers is actually insane.
We will do this all over. We'll do this all over again next week.
Patrick Dorgu, mental health truth.
You need mental health help to be a Patrick Dorgu truther. All right, lads. I'm off, man. Have a nice one. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Yo. When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.